Shalom, Kol Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Bahashim Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that are pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Aquath that are listening and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 the hopeful elect of Israel, on the brother Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. I.U.I.C. I.U.I.C. I see you, I.U.I.C. Well, here we are. All I could think of is controlled opposition. Is Nate controlled opposition? He is a cop. He is a detective. He is of the fraternal order. Is he? He's 501c3. Is he a controlled opposition? 2 Corinthians 6:3, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. What about that, Nate? Huh? Do you remember that when you were taught at One West? Let's see. But in all things, approving ourselves as the ministers of the Most High, in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities, in distress. Let me see. What else? Is there more on that? On the end of that? In stripes and imprisonments and tumults and labors, sleeplessness and fastings. Okay, so let's go back and get the main point. We're going to read this because we're going to come back here and read these other versions. Okay, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. Okay, so we got to watch this. Now, this video we're about to watch, right, is this guy right here, Cinema Shogun. What's up, is Cinema Shogun? And I'm subscribed to this guy. So imagine, right, you already see this. Imagine when I read this, crazy. Angry mob marches through Springfield, Ohio. Woman forced out of home, replaced by immigrants. All right? Now, it doesn't say I.U.I.C. It doesn't say BHI. What's this? So, Nate, this is the response that the I.U.I.C., right, is getting from white America. Okay? Now, you tell me that this double agent, Nate, right, isn't doing what he was contracted to do, which is to be a double agent and controlled opposition. You tell me that that isn't this right here. I'm going to blow it up. Let's watch this. Take it away, Cinema Shogun. I.U.I.C. We get stuff done. We get stuff done. And now let this world. Let this world. The fucking was there on the left. You're right. The fucking was there on the left. You're right. The uncle was there on the left. You're right. Auntie was there on the left. You're right. So now watch what this guy, right, says about us, really. It's I.U.I.C., but the whole world is seeing us as them. I.U.I.C. is the representation of black Hebrew Israelites the world over. Okay, and the Most High is doing this, but these guys are waxing worse and worse. So let's watch this. Watch what he says. All right, this is the white man's interpretation of what they see. Okay, take it away.
So, just in case you were wondering how things are going in Springfield over the past couple of days, now this group of black Hebrew Israelites, I don't even know what they call themselves, the Black Israelites of Christ, I don't know. Anyway, this group is now marching through Springfield, trying to intimidate people, basically trying to silence people. Basically trying to have a show of force that will scare the people of Springfield, Ohio into silence. Because too many of them are speaking out about the issues happening in their town. And the media is doing whatever it can to turn this into a racial thing.
And so is Nate. Nate is doing in lockstep with the media, causing this race war. Does he know it? I'm sure he does. Okay. This nigga's a real devil.
They want this to be a conversation about race instead of a conversation about immigration and illegal immigration. So now they're trying to fuel like some type of race war. But if you go and you actually listen to the people of Springfield, Ohio, half of the people speaking out are black. In fact, one of the initial people to ring the alarm about what was going on is a black dude.
Now, what he's saying is those Levites over there, right? The Haitians that been living there, not the immigrants, but I mean, they're all immigrants, but the ones that been there for a while, they're complaining, right? And why did I.U.I.C go there? Well, because that is Levi down there. That would be their excuse to Yasharallah. Well, that's Levi down there, so we had to go right? What's going on? What are you doing down there, Nate? Okay. What's going on?
If you've watched my videos, we've heard from several black women that say they don't feel safe in Springfield, Ohio because they've been chased, they've been stalked, they've had machetes pulled out on them.
That's Levi. Machetes, that's Levi.
By Haitian immigrants. But now we got this group of black Hebrew Israelites that are marching through the streets trying to intimidate white people.
Woo! What are you doing, Nate? Nate, what are you doing? This is how Esau is responding. Now, this guy could be a Jake. He got a little flavor on him, right? Jury's out. But what's going on? This is how Esau is receiving these marches.
Basically sending a sign, hey, if you speak out for the betterment of your community, we're going to come here and cause hell. That's basically what this is. And it's fascinating because I wonder how long before the pot boils over. You know, you got these people in this town that are experiencing these issues, and then you're bringing these other racial groups from, and when I say racial groups, it's because the black Hebrew Israelites are a racial group. All they do is interject themselves into racial conversations. Some people may label them black supremacists. You don't want to hear that word, do you? But anyway.
So if GMS was the face of Hebrew Israelite, they would understand that we push the speckled bird. I'm sure that Nate and them don't. Nate and them are exactly how he sees it. They're out there being a bunch of black supremacists, right? And how they're operating in Yasharallah is very, very questionable at best. These motherfuckers think Nate thinks he's Yahweh. And the parishioners believe that they're the elect. They're walking around like only I.U.I.C is the elect. Okay? And they're clearly not. Where does it say to march around buildings, right? Like Joshua. Where does it say that we're supposed to go out and do that? Or are you supposed to be in the main concourse? No, you're going to the schools, you're going everywhere, passing out flyers. Where does it say that? It says lift up your voice like a trumpet. It doesn't say pass out flyers and grow your congregation. It doesn't say that. All right.
They're basically coming from, they don't even know about the issues happening here, right? They just are race baiters.
This fleece.
So this is what's being said about Hebrew Israelites. This is Esau's take on it. Why? Because that's what I.U.I.C is out there pushing.
They look for any opportunity to pretend to be a victim, to pretend black people are a victim of something, and then they come in. And that's what's happening right now. And they're basically trying to intimidate the white people of Springfield, Ohio, into silence because they don't like that people are calling out problems. They don't seem to be able to fathom that, hey, It doesn't matter if the immigrants that were coming in were white and from this country or that country. It's about the problems they're causing. It's not about the skin color. But they want to make everything about skin color. That's what they're desperate to do with this conversation. We all see it. We all know it. Some of you all will be angry by what I'm saying in this video right now because you want to be a victim.
Okay, let me say this, all right? These places, let's say Aurora, Colorado, right? Springfield, Ohio. There's a couple of more, these little sanctuary cities that they're playing up, where they're saying, oh, well, the Venezuelan gang is over here, and these two gangs are going to fight, and there's going to be, this town is going to blow up. Now, when they talk about towns blowing up, okay, for me, that brings to mind what? The BLM marches, okay? What Summer of Love is what they called it for the George Floyd thing, okay? Now, what was the George Floyd thing really about, right? On the underside of it. Not what was presented to the people, which is all bullshit, but what were they doing with the marches, with the riots? What were they doing? Well, we're going to march down Main Street, then we're going to cut right on 3rd Avenue, and then we're going to come back. And what the route that they're marching, right, or that they're destroying in the riot, right, is the exact property that they want to rebuild. So they send in the riot squad, right? And then you got the agent provocateurs in there that are knocking out windows and saying, come in and loot this, burn this building down. So when you go back the next day, the developers are already like, yeah, we got our land. Now we're going to rebuild right here. That's what they're doing. So in this situation, it's the whole town. It's not particular streets or particular building. It's the whole town. What are they doing with Springfield? There's an operation going on there. What is Nate doing there? There's an operation going on there. It could be, and I'm speculating, Springfield might be one of the first, right, 15-minute cities. Aurora might be one. When I say operation, they're doing something that leads into the NWO. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. Send Nate over there. What are they doing? They're about to start a fire in Springfield when Isaiah 19:2 jumps off, right? The race civil war, whatever. Okay, when they burn that whole place down, right, or the parts that they want burned down, and they'll continue building the 15-minute city, and that's what I believe. This whole thing. Why are they doing this? Where does it lead to? Follow the money, right? So anyway, this is what Nate is doing. He's making us all look bad, right? GMS doesn't do shit like this. GMS doesn't deal in filthy conversation. You talk to these dudes, you like this, I'm ready to knock you the fuck out, right? So I'm gonna go the other way. So I wanted to make this short, but let's get some precepts on whatever the hell what is this producing? Well, we just saw it, right? Esau's mad, and Nate is getting paid. He's doing his job. So let's go back here. I'm going to read this again. 2 Corinthians 6:3, giving no offense in anything, including marching on the street, that the ministry be not blamed. Now, we're being blamed right now for race baiting and ambulance chasing, if you understand what that is. Do you understand what ambulance chasing? Let's get that. See, Nate, right now, they're ambulance chasing. Okay? Ambulance, A-M-B-U-L-A-N-C-E. Ambulance chaser, right? Isn't that what I said? See how that pops right up? What does ambulance chaser mean? A lawyer who specializes in bringing cases seeking damages for personal injury. Okay, that's one. Let's see. Lawyer, agent. A baratri. American term which refers to a lawyer soliciting clients at a disaster site. A lawyer who tries to get work by persuading someone who has been in an accident. Ambulance chaser would be wherever there's a problem. Oh, there's a problem in Aurora, Colorado. Well, here comes Nate. They're coming to solve the problem. Okay? They're coming to solve the problem because they saw a problem on the news. That's what an ambulance chaser is. In this situation, this is talking about lawyers and stuff. But, there's a problem in Chicago, right? With Venezuelan gang. Well, here come Nate and Nate. Why didn't you go to Aurora? You're not running up on Asher. You're not running up on the Venezuelan gangs. You didn't go to Chicago. You didn't go to Aurora. You went to Springfield. Who's in Springfield? Haitians. Well, the Haitians are our brother. So is Asher. What are you doing there, Nate? Anyway, that's what an ambulance chaser is. Let's go back here. Salakia. That the ministry be not blamed. In NIV. We put no stumbling block in anyone's path so that our ministry will not be discredited. Well, our ministry is being discredited right now. See this? Nigga, who told you to go march? Esau told you to go march. You're not doing that of your own volition. You're like MLK, nigga. It came out the other day that MLK, a Diddy party, had nothing on an MLK party. Okay? They had his black ass out there marching, didn't they? Didn't they? They had him by the balls. He had handlers. He was doing what they told him to do. Okay? On some Diddy shit. They had this nigga on film, right? Giving head all kind of shit. So what did he have to do? Nigga, get out in that street. Do the devil's bidding. Okay? NLT, we live in such a way that no one will stumble because of us, and no one will find fault with our ministry. Oh, wow. We put no obstacles in anyone's way so that no fault may be found with our ministry. Damn, nigga. Here's Nate right here. This is what Nate is going to be remembered as. Luke 6:16. And Nathaniel 7, right, the brother of James and Judas Iscariot, which also was the traitor. Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became the traitor, who later betrayed him. This is Nate, right? Who became the traitor, who became the betrayer, who became the traitor to the Lord, who later betrayed Jesus. You're a traitor. Betrayer, traitor. That's what Nate. They're gonna have a picture of Nate who proved to be a traitor. Can you imagine the Bible being written and you're Judas. And this is what they wrote about you, who proved to be, and Nathaniel 7, who proved to be a double agent, is going to read like that. And then Nate is going to repent. Matthew 27:3. Then Judas, which had betrayed him, when he saw that he was condemned, repented himself and brought again the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priest and elder. Nate, you going to give up that 150 mil? Is that what they gave you? Your 30 pieces of silver adds up to $150 million. What are you doing out there in the street, dummy? What are we doing here? We'll get one more. This is the book of Acts. Yep. Bear with me. Acts what? 5. There's Nate again. This nigga done rose up. Acts 5 and 35. Men of Israel, he said, consider carefully what you are about to do to these men. Some time ago, Theudas rose up. Nathaniel 7 rose up, claiming to be somebody, and about 400 men joined him. Looks like this. Bunch of reprobates. Right? What is this? Oh, it's Berean, no wonder. He was killed. Like Nate's parishioners are going to come after him. He was killed. All his followers were dispersed, and it all came to nothing. Okay? After him, Judas the Galilean appeared in the days of the census and drew away people after him. He too perished, and all his followers were scattered. Just giving you some examples of what we're seeing right now. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun. This nigga done rounded up a bunch of scoundrels, right? Making us all look bad out here. So anyway, it's get waxing worse and worse. Where's that? Spelling worse wrong? Bad to worse. 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall... Uh-oh, I'm missing something. Let me go there. 13. 3 and 13. Salaki, bear with me. Where's 3? 1, 2. Where? Oh. Okay, yeah, we already went through that. This is Nate. 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right? But continue thou in the things which thou hast learned and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Nate, you learned from the elder apostle Tahar, but you didn't hold fast. Right? You didn't hold fast, man. And now you're out of there. The scopeo is on you. All right? So anyway, I just thought I'd shine a little light on that. These guys are these double agents, whether you know it or not, right? You are not agent provocateurs, but you're a controlled opposition. You're controlled ops. So we got to let this thing play out. This is their lot. Okay. So with that, we hope that the elector edified you, brothers and sisters. Shalom.